to me, with his 7th championship, winning 7 Super Bowls in 10 tries, Tom Brady has officially become the Robert Horry of the NFL. Oh. And no one has ever said Robert Horry with 7 championships is the greatest basketball player. And guess what? Robert Horry's had more clutch moments than Tom Brady.
If there are any children, elderly, or people with common sense in the immediate area, please vacate the premises.
Hide them all. I beg you.
Because this is about to get very ugly. I'm going to tell you off rip for this video, Rob Parker is winning this quite casually, in his sleep almost. He makes Skip Bayless seem rather tame in comparison. I'm not even exaggerating. Take a look for yourself.
Isaiah Thomas over Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I'm going to call timeout on this one.
He's not the greatest shooter in my mind. That's just me. Years from now, you'll look back at it and it'll be comical. The Warriors are nothing without Kevin Durant. If he didn't have Durant, they would have never won again.
Emotions just pouring out. It might be his 4th, but it means so much.
Steph wouldn't be in the regard that you have for him without Kevin Durant. Without the 2 wins by Durant, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
That's a fucking lie.
I don't want the ball near Steph Curry. Steph Curry can be a decoy or put on the bench. His shot's not wet. He's wet.
What the hell did you just say?
Bacterial vaginosis.
You may say, well, this isn't that bad, but listen to anything he has to say regarding a Mr.
Thomas, Edward, Patrick, Brady, Jr.
And if I was a voter for the Pro Football Hall of Fame,
I also want you all to take notice that nearly each and every single person featured in this video pauses before saying some of the most blasphemous buffoonery you've ever heard.
I would not vote Tom Brady into the Hall of Fame.
What? He's a lunatic.
Skip Bayless is MySpace with his hate for LeBron. Rob Parker is Facebook with his hate for Tom Brady. I believe Rob Parker has a voodoo doll of Tom Brady. He plays house with it and made that voodoo doll get a divorce, and it happened in real life. I genuinely cannot tell if this is an act. I seriously believe that he believes what he says is true. Look at the vein on that man's head. He is cereal.
How did they lose for a decade if it's about him? Tom Brady played the damn Atlanta Falcons, and everybody's ranting and raving about what he's done. You can't have that two-sided coin, because this is what guys do. I'm not talking about you only. If he lost to the Lions, Ephraim, you would be killing him today.
How many times has Aaron Rodgers lost to the Detroit Lions at home? Go.
I'm asking you, had he lost, I'm asking you.
I just asked a question.
I would take Eli Manning in big moments when it matters most.
Rob Parker's loathing of Tom Brady is so immense, he started bringing up racial discrimination and Jim Crow laws in a football GOAT debate.
Like everything, there's a big faction of people who just like him, and I get it, and he can do no wrong, but it really felt like Great White Hope hype to me. White people used to take black people's songs and make hits out of them, and it's been done forever. Like the black version didn't sell, but the same version that was written by a black person, sang by a white person, was the #1 hit in the country. So don't act like this stuff hasn't gone on.
Stupid.
No, it ain't. I'm just telling you.
Is this it? This is what I got all those ass whoopings for.
And for you baseball fans out there, he also said Aaron Judge is more impactful and more valuable to a team than Shohei Ohtani.
Who would you pick to start your team? Is it Ohtani or is it Judge? And I said it was Judge. You are wrong.
Speaking of bringing up race in sports for no reason, remember when Kendrick Perkins brought up he needs to change his name. I don't like him sharing the same name with a genius. Kendrick Percocet tried to downplay Jokic's MVP run last year by throwing wild accusations that he's stat padding. And when that didn't work, he decided to go for the full-on race card.
When it comes to MVP voting, 80% of the voters are white American. 20% are others.
I sentence you to 500 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
only for him to contradict all of the malarkey he said about Jokic the previous year just to put him over Embiid anyway. What was the point?
MVP type season, MVP type numbers, doing it in all fashion. Has 0 flaws for a center. Has actually changed the game at the center position.
He's an idiot.
Speaking of idiots, Stephen Nay Smith. On top of being egotistical and showing next to zero accountability, he has bad takes. But this take right here was possibly the worst he's ever uttered from his mouth.
If Steph Curry beats LeBron in this series, and dare I say, wins his 5th NBA championship, we might have to remove LeBron James off of Mount Rushmore and put Steph Curry on it.
Huh? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Lethal doses of disrespect. It's outrageous what some sports commentators will say just to generate clicks. This is borderline insanity. And nobody here tells him how dumb he is. They'll forget this even happened. I myself have been critical of LeBron, but this here, no. You should be ashamed of yourself. You need to be thrown in some sort of jail. You damn near need to be put down, Stephen A. Put a muzzle on him and throw him in the same kennel as Rob Parker.
Russo, do you agree with him that Ja could be the next Allen Iverson?
He's better than Allen Iverson.
Oh, no.
It's my turn! I'm not done yet! Shaq is, what, the 5th best center in the history of the NBA? 5th.
Nuggets fans are going to get mad at me. If Nikola Jokic wins the MVP, he's the worst player to win the MVP since Dave Cowens.
No.
So for LeBron to pass Jordan, he needs a time machine to go back about 11 months when he passed him the first time. And when we're just comparing the two players, he can do everything Jordan could do, but better.
Don't do drugs.
Ben Simmons is different. He'll be dropping 23 a night like Magic Johnson, and on other nights giving you 17 assists like Magic. And on some nights, after an injury, he'll move into the 4 spot or center and play that too. This kid's an all-timer. I told you out of college, I didn't care that he couldn't make the tournament. I didn't care what happened at LSU. He is 6'9", and the closest thing I've seen to Magic Johnson. He is remarkable.
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game of basketball.
But that's a video for another day. Terribly sorry this took so long to make a sequel for. I have a lot on my plate like Zion. But happy Year of the Mamba to you all.